Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Karynton's Corner. This is Karynton, and I am back today with another review video. And this time, for the first time ever, I have a guest on my show, a co-host, my mother, Miss Karen.
Hello, it's Karen. I'm super excited.
And we're going to break down our opinions about pop culture, our opinions about TV shows that we're recently watching, and whatever else that may come up as the topics in the conversation flows and continues.
Yes.
So, without further ado, let's get started.
Yes.
So, for the first topic, I'm going to start with TV, and I'm going to start with relationship shows. So let's talk about Ready to Love. We're going to get into the reunion and the new show, Make a Move. So, Mother, how did you feel about the reunion of Ready to Love?
The reunion, let me see. How should I say this? The ghetto. The ghetto. Ooh, a white refrigerator. Let me go get you a home. No, it wasn't giving. Let's just hope that part 2 gives us a little bit more than one. It's looking a little low budget every year, and I am not. I don't know. It's on. What is the budget?
Let's start
The
with
ladies look good though.
Yeah.
The ladies did look
They
good.
did.
Okay, but
let's start with Habidi and his shenanigans. Let's start low and then go up to the top.
okay. Habidi need to be going home. Habidi need to take his saxophone and blow that thing on back the way he came from, because he was giving nothing.
And how'd you feel about him and Tequila?
I don't really feel anything about him and Tequila.
You don't think that they're dating or?
I just think they made a pact. Since we got eliminated, we're going to go on this show. We're going to talk good about each other just to get some airtime. We need our 15 minutes of fame.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he brought the saxophone.
Mm-hmm.
15, and that's why she wore the feathers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
They needed their 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah, because he said that he apologized, but I haven't heard the apology that he gave to Janelle yet. In that whole full scene that they did. I didn't hear it. And
unless they chopped and screwed, I did not hear any apologies. All I kept hearing was saxophone.
and the fact that Tommy didn't talk to him, I would love to see now in the show for him to talk to him and like tell him before the reunion how he felt about it. But he gonna go and talk to the women about their problems every season, but he don't really talk to the men because the men have been very reckless over the seasons. And to women like Chris, you know, cussing out Jessica. Who was that? It was what was her name? Lisa. And the other guy where he blew up on her and she was telling him, I was like, Tommy has never talked to these guys about how they've been treating the women. Right. And whenever the women get eliminated, they, even though they may be upset, they're like, well, I know that there's better to come from me. And gracious, they're very like, yes.
Gracious exits.
But
and Tommy could really do a one-on-one with these guys when these disrespectful things are happening. He could pull them to the side and do a one-on-one conversation and say, hey, that's not going to fly here. We don't condone that type of behavior. That's out of line. That's inappropriate. And that's he could have pulled him to the side and said that. And then, I'm going to need you to apologize. Have the ladies come in and he apologize then and there. But you wait and make the women look more aggressive than what he said in the moment. You know, the women are looking more aggressive, like Janelle. And, I mean, he didn't hold his feet to the fire. And I'd be like, you know what? If I was the host, I would like, look, all jokes aside, let's stop for a minute. We're going to have a serious conversation. That was not cool. It was disrespectful. And I need to hear you apologize. And if you cannot apologize correctly, then I'm going to have to ask you to leave. And that's how you do that.
Exactly. I didn't like him from the start anyway. It just, he wasn't here for the right reasons. And he took a spot from another man that could have been on the show, that could have been more entertaining and more focused on love than him.
Karynton, I didn't even think they had enough good men for him to even hold up a spot. They needed him.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
The pickers, the men pickers, or whoever's vetting the men are not doing a good job.
You're right. Yeah.
Not at all. The women are coming.
Yes,
correct.
they're
very accomplished, classy for the most part, put together. Where are these men coming from? Where are they getting them from? What is the vetting process? What you got these age differences, and you got these different ideals of projection of how how does my outlook look compared to your outlook look? It's just so up and down. There's no compatibility. Now, I do appreciate this season not having someone that was overly young or overly old, because sometimes you have a whole big age gap. You didn't have so much of that, but it's still, these age differences are just, I mean, come on, if you're ready to love, then you need to get some people that are more aligned. Not somebody who's in their early 30s and possibly going to match up with somebody in their 40s, because you're going to have a whole generation gap, a wedding gap, a baby gap. You're going to have all these gaps, and it's not going to make sense. So I don't get it. I don't know. The vetting process for these men, come on now.
Yeah, it's not that great. How'd you feel about Jessica and Marie, about them saying that they're still getting to know each other, that they're dating?
Fake, phony, fugazi.
So what everybody else said backstage, you thought that was true. So do you think that they're together or they're not together?
No.
You don't think they're together at all?
Not at all. Just like somebody said in the back room, if you ain't kissed, it ain't real. You remember they met on the bridge? They hugged. Okay? It's giving First Lady and Deacon Marie.
Yeah. I thought they were cute. So I always thought that because I thought that Jessica fit more with him than Katarina did. And with the height and everything, I just thought that Jessica fit that more.
Let me tell you what I think. I think Janelle and Jessica had an alliance and a pact that they were going to make it to the end by any means necessary, okay? And they got together, and Jessica knows she ain't really into no Marie like that. But her and Janelle said, girl, we're going to make it to the end. I think Janelle and Quentin have a pact, and Jessica and Marie had a pact, and they made it to the end. But they're not together. I don't think Janelle and Q's together. So that's what I think. It was just a pact to make it to the end. Because once you get eliminated, the check stop.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And going back to the Habidi situation, not talking about him, but mentioning Tequila and Janelle, about how Tequila was getting on Janelle, and that you remember Jessica said something about, I think she wanted to fight us, because Janelle said we don't have any issues, and Tequila said, well, if we don't have no issues, we can move forward. And Tommy was like, okay, that's great. Right. I said, no, it's not. That's not. They still got issues. We don't know.
Well, tell me what the issue was. Maybe
okay, so going back to that episode where they got into, Tequila was going to go and fight Janelle. Tequila said something
what was the fight about?
Janelle said that Tequila is mad because the guys don't like her. Okay. And then Tequila started making colorist remarks, talking about, she called her Peanut. And she was like, they only like you because you're light skinned.
Peanut is a colorist remark?
Well, I think it is from her being a darker skinned woman and Janelle being a lighter skinned woman, calling her a peanut. I think that's colorist to me.
Well, no, I never heard of it. So
but, I mean, it might not be, but just to say that she was light skinned and that she a peanut is just confirming that you have issues with lighter skinned women. Right. And the fact that she made that comment, that's just something that I just didn't like. Because Janelle didn't say anything about her skin tone. And we always have these issues in the black community about colorism and skin tone, and how darker skinned women get mad at light skinned women because apparently, society says, well, they're closer to whiteness, so they are more attractive and everything like that. But in all reality, darker skinned women are the ones that get all the men. I've never really seen a light skinned woman with an Asian man. I've never really seen a light skinned woman. Well, they are with white men, but the fact that darker skinned women can be with Asian, can be with white, can be with black, I just don't see that with light skinned women like myself. I just don't see that's not projected on social media.
Oh, okay.
Like whenever you see an Asian man, you see because they like black women, they like darker black women. And I think maybe it's because Africa is closer in that region, and in the history, it was travel and trade. So a lot of black people have some Asian in them and some Middle Eastern in them because of the trade. So I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Yeah. But
that's just you.
But what I'm saying is I feel like darker skinned women are much more desirable than lighter skinned women.
No, I think it's all about personality.
Because I feel like they get treated with like respect more. They have to go through the process of getting them versus feel like with light skinned women it's like easy, it's like a trophy, versus when you see a man with a dark skinned woman it's perceived as he had to work hard. With a light skinned woman you don't have to work hard. Not saying with all of us, but it's just seemed like we accept certain things because
Karynton, you're going down the wrong road. Wrong road.
Just seeing, Halle Berry and everything like
from this topic.
I'm just seeing with Halle Berry and what she was been going through because
Halle's been with everybody though. She has been with everybody.
I mean, she has, but the majority of people that we've seen her
she's
with,
been with everybody,
and that she's married to have been white men, right?
Well, right. She's dated from Wesley Snipes to God, what's the other guy name? She's met a lot of she's dated a lot of all kind of color men. So I won't even go there. But anyway, wrong road.
That's just how
I just
feel like
I don't see it that way. Well, maybe in your generation you see it that way, but I don't see it that way.
That's what I see, because I feel like a lot of, I have a lot of people who I know that are darker skinned women that are with, white men, which I'm fine with that, But I feel like it's easier for them to kind of like switch into that role of like interracial dating versus with light-skinned women like myself. I don't know. I just feel like because we're trying to hold on to that blackness instead of just like being free and like letting go.
Okay, so that's an interesting topic for another deep dive into that. But yeah.
So after the reunion, still on Tequila and Janelle. After the reunion, showing the clip of them backstage, and I was so confused because I didn't know that Janelle was talking because it was just so many of them in the room, and so I heard a feather comment.
I did hear the feather comment, ruffling some feathers, and Janelle was talking about her.
Yeah, but
she's the only one with feathers on.
I mean, you're right, but
you can't be making them passive aggressive remarks. This girl already crunk. Tequila, that's her name, Tequila. She already on 10, and you ain't saying it under your breath, Janelle. You said it what she said, ruffling some feathers. Janelle. She being passive aggressive. She doing stuff on the slide, and then she want to play victim. Leave that lady and her feathers alone. You did not have to. I mean, it's your right to say whatever, but you antagonizing that lady. Y'all ain't on the best of levels. We ruffling some feathers. What the lady said? What you say about feathers? Now you already know it was gonna be an issue.
Yeah,
come on now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like Janelle
and
either.
they in close proximity too. I don't know why they were so in close proximity back then. They're in a holding cell. I mean, it's just all of them piled up back there.
I don't know. I don't like Janelle. I haven't liked Janelle since like maybe the first episode.
She passive aggressive. She likes to throw the rock.
And especially with her and Katarina having their moment in at the group trip in the little house or whatever, and then Karynton was like, you always just start stuff, like you say little comments to think that nobody's not going to say anything,
right.
And she's like, I'm just not that woman. I'm gonna tell you that you're wrong and everything like that. And then because I think Janelle was talking about how traditional or whatever the woman should be, and Karynton was like, I don't know. I think she said that she may have like agreed with it, but she didn't like how it was being presented. Like women are supposed to do that.
Yeah.
Karynton was like, I think that basically what I got is that she said that I think that women can decide wherever they want to choose, however role that they want in their own relationship. So I don't know. I just think that Janelle just was like just exerting just to get Quentin on her side so they could just go and run off in the sunset.
Male identified comments. Plus, Janelle wants to let everybody know, and she has marked her territory, and she
was
has
doing too much.
Paraded around the house and this whole season as the HBIC. She has crowned herself the HBIC, and she is throwing her weight around as the HBIC, and nobody better not come against the HBIC. And then she's passive aggressive, and then when the girls shoot back or fire back at her, she backs down like she's a little innocent. What did I do? Why did they come for me? Or Janelle, you know why. You know why. Because you and Jessica, and I thought it was one more girl that they had like a little pack with. Was it the two J's?
Yeah, it was just, because, you know, Aries was just, that's why she picked herself. And so she was just, you know, she was just there.
But yeah, Janelle had already claimed her spot as HBIC. And so that's what she was acting like this whole season. And the girls better get in line. If they step out of line, the HBIC is coming for you. But yeah, Katarina, that was her, right? She wasn't afraid to speak up for herself. Janelle did not like that. Not at all.
Yeah, so then, you know,
because
Janelle,
Lee never piped up. Lee didn't pipe up, did she? Did Lee pipe up? Or Lee was like Aries, kind of.
I think Lee was like Aries, just, you know, just mellow. I mean, she would say what she needed to say to Quentin, which I thought that was great. And then her leaving, she was like, you know, I have more respect for myself.
Very classy.
Than, you know, just to stay here and, you know, he has feelings for somebody else.
Right. If your pickings are gone, baby. So it's time for you to exit stage left. No, it's not the time for you to be fighting for the scraps. Okay?
Yeah.
So I commended her for that.
And then Janelle talking about, you want to fight? You just want to fight, Tequila.
And you see how she throws that out there about somebody wanting to fight. Now, you know Tequila is nuck if you buck, Janelle. Come on now. You ain't have to really say that. You want to fight me? You know, that her just saying that is going to garner people to be on her side. Because now she's transferring that energy over to Tequila, that negative energy. What, you want to fight me, Tequila? Janelle, when you knocking outside somebody's home residence, place of residence, talking about you outside? Didn't Janelle do that? Oh, God, I don't get it. What?
And then
wouldn't you knuck if you buck? You outside knucking and ready for the bucket? Nah, you want to fight me, Tequila? Oh, come on, Janelle. Please.
Tequila said, let's get on the pop. She flipping tables and everything. I said,
really? Knock if you buck. Feathers and all. Okay? Pluck these feathers, baby. No. Janelle ain't want none of Tequila because Tequila was ready.
Yeah, the only thing that I thought that was interesting, how Tequila put Jessica in.
Where were the men at and all this?
Well, right there.
Saying nothing, right?
No, they pushed Tequila back.
Oh, okay.
Somebody did. I don't know if it was Michael.
Because Tequila was shaking the table.
Yes. I don't know if it was Michael or Maria.
Shaking the table.
Yes. One of the M's pushed her. Well, not pushed her, but held her back.
Aggressive with her, wouldn't they?
They held her back.
Ooh,
so
Jesus.
And then security came in. The men's security came in and was like, you know, pushing her back and stuff.
Kind of manhandle it, huh?
Yeah.
Ugh.
I was like, this is what the show has gone. Like, this is not Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Ready to Love and Hip Hop.
That's what it is. This is
the old folks edition.
Love and Hip Hop, and I was like, this is not Ready to Love.
The old folks edition.
They making this ready to fight, ready to arguments, ready to disagree.
Yes. Ready to fake relationships. Yes. Ready to lie.
Yeah.
How about that? I think they should be ready to lie. The Love and Old Folk edition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because they be scrapping.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have so much drama off camera. It
Just
makes
ghetto.
the show
Just terrible.
not interesting. The off-camera antics in the YouTube streets is more interesting than the show.
And then find out that somebody was in a relationship the whole time. And
Always.
Or found a relationship only a week later and say,
Yes.
oh, we together. I'd be like, you were already with that person while you were
that brings me to Marvin. Marvin found his little freaky, what Nicki Minaj song is? Freaky girl. He found him a freaky girl.
Yeah, Unique looked upset. Ooh, Unique looked sad.
Yeah, because she said, I'm going to come on this reunion, and if Marvin is there.
Because they were dating, and then she said, well, once I found out that he had a girlfriend, I just stopped pursuing.
Well, then that's good. Good for her.
But she seemed like she was upset when she found out.
But she still seemed interested for some reason. Still a little thirsty.
She probably is.
She was still a little
thirsty. Because
thirsty.
he's the only one that she had a connection with.
Okay.
Yeah, so after that, the reunion, I think it was last week, they showed the 7 minutes or the 10 minutes of the Make a Move.
Yeah.
How did you feel about the preview of Make
I
a Move?
really like that concept of the show. It's refreshing, something different. I'm glad it's focused on the women and they get to choose not from one bowl but their own bowls. Because don't they have a...
No.
Don't they? But don't they have...
But they all dating the same men.
I thought they had, like one lady had a group of guys for her to pick from.
No.
Big pool of men.
It's going to be like, you know how America's Next Top Model is, the setup where the judges are there and then the models come in one by one. They're going to be sitting at the table. That's what I thought it was, the girls. And then the guys are going to come in one by one and they're going to write off.
Who's for you? Who's your pick?
Yes,
who
and then whoever has the most, votes or whatever is going to get chosen.
That's what this is?
That's what I thought that it was because I heard that they were dating each other's men.
No, I don't think so.
That's what I got
go back
from
and look
it.
Because
if it's individual, I like it. But if it's not individual, I don't like it. I don't like that if they fight for men still. I just don't like that concept.
I think you're right. I think I did see the short clips where a couple of them were dating the same guys or whatever. But aside from that, I like the women that they chose because they picked some from the Ready to Love cast past seasons, which is good. And the women they picked were really good because the young lady who dated Joelle, I think she deserved.
Yeah, Vernisha.
Vernisha, and the woman that dated
from the first season.
Yeah, no, this one was the one that the
Her
guy.
name started with a Z.
The guy got in the hospital.
Yeah, the first season. That was
Her name
Atlanta.
started with a Z?
No, I thought you were talking about the other girl. No, Atlanta. That's the first season.
April? No. That was the first season?
Yeah, that was the first season.
That's the one with Mike Bless and Shay and all that?
Yeah, that was the first season.
Okay, because his name was...
Because she was young then. She's in her early 30s now.
What was his name?
Let me see.
But anyway, he got real sick, like life-threatening sick. And she stuck by his side and nursed him to health. And then when he got better, they broke up. Well, I'm glad she's on the show. I am glad the young lady from Miami, remember her, light skin?
Sharice. Yes.
I like Sharice. I like the group of women. I love the concept. I'm just ready for. I think I'm just excited because I'm ready for something new.
Okay, so Ashley.
I was thinking April, but
Ashley, Zadia, and Sharice.
That's the other one. Because Zadia and Camille were good friends. Remember Camille and Zadia
they
were
were
good
definitely
friends?
good friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Zadia was the one that mushed that boy in the head. I mean, that man in the head at the dinner date.
Yes. She was upset.
Oh no.
She was mad.
So anyway, yeah, Karynton, I'm interested. I will be locked in. I would really, really like to see this be successful because Ready to Love is running its course. Unless they come up with a whole new, what did Tommy do? He does
curveballs.
They need a whole curveball with casting. They need a curveball with the concept. This voting people out stuff. We got to come up with something new because it's becoming fake because people are having alliances to where they're trying to keep people in just so they can stay in.
Yeah.
And there's something that we have to do in order to block that from happening. Yeah, but it's running its course.
I think that what the show should be, we're going to keep the name of the show. I like Ready to Love. Okay. But the concept should be that there should be maybe 4 men and 4 women. So 8 total. Those 4 men and 4 women, are dating. Whatever city he chooses, he can go to different cities. I like that concept. But the 4 men have their own choosing of women that's separate from the other women. So they're not dating each other. These are 4 totally different people. They're not dating the other 4 women. So they all have different pickings of men, the women. And then the men have different pickings of the women.
Okay, so don't make it like it's a group thing. Make it more individual.
Yes, so every episode it will show. Let's start with the women. It'll show the women going out on maybe like 2 dates. Each woman go out on 2 dates. And then they decide from those 2 dates which one that they want to stay. And then after, I guess, a certain amount of weeks, Tommy says you're not dating any more people. So you need to lock in 3 people. And then you just date those 3 people until you decide which one that you like. And then the same goes for the men. All the men have different women. They're not dating each other's women. And so every week we see them. Okay. And then they give each other advice,
So kind of like Lifetime. What's the show?
Lifetime.
Is it Lifetime? What's the shows that we watch? Put a Ring on It?
Yes, Put a Ring on It.
Kind of similar to that, but...
Like the one, when I watched the one, and I saw that it was just 1 male and 1 female, and that they had different pickings of guys and girls, and that both of these 2 individuals, stayed at the same house at the end and gave each other man and female advice about who they were dating. And so with them not dating each other, it made it more interesting to watch to see who was going to be at the end. And then they went down and they had 8 men for the young lady. Her name was Ashley. And then 8 women for Brett, who was on Ready to Love already. And then they just, every week, they would just dwindle down. They would go on dates and then dwindle down until they get to the final 2. And so once they got to the final 2, they were starting to make their decisions about, the future. Like, do we see each other together? How do we feel about staying in the house together? Whatever. So I just think that concept would be better because it would be more authentic and we're not fighting for I'm just tired of fighting for men. Like I just feel like it's already exhausting the dating pool. Just give us our own little set of men.
And it's not reality. It's not real life to be coming into a room, sitting down with Tommy, which I think it should be a female person sitting down with the women and the male sitting down with the men. And they could switch if they wanted to.
And we could do it. Yeah. And it should be a married couple or somebody who is in a relationship for a long period of time to be their hosting and soundboard.
Because what are we getting out of it? I like a little bit of counseling and some, some dialogue about the dating process and just not, we're meeting up. Okay, this week we got to go do. No, let's make it more intentional. The show needs to be more intentional. But yeah, I would like less of the competition and more of the really finding genuine connections for everybody. And seeing more dates. We don't get to see the dates. Come on now. These dates are cheesy. And they're not like asking the hard questions like it's in the real world. You're going to have to talk and get to know each other. Spend time. But I know this is TV. So you don't have a lot of time, but with the time you have, we're not getting anything.
Yeah. I like the Queen's Court off of Peacock.
I like that. Was good.
And the way that they
that
talk to them as a couple, even though they weren't a couple, but talk to them as if they were a couple to see if they've gotten through the hard stuff and the hard conversations. So I think that was nice. If we just add in bits and pieces of other shows.
That show was good.
Of Queen's Court, of The One, and we just put it in like a ready to love, make a move type format, then I feel like the show would garner better views and we wouldn't be fighting on national television.
Well, you already see where this is going with them
doing make a move.
Yeah.
Because that's a female.
And see, this is the numbers are going to be up. Because you already know how women ride for women. We're going to be watching. Ready to Love is going to have some serious competition. You're going to have to do something to keep things interesting.
And then the next season, they should do men.
How about we go to another city? Why are we circling back through the same cities all the time?
We did Texas 3 times.
Yeah.
Like, I get that Tommy may be upset and sick or whatever.
Yeah,
but can we do, like, Chicago? Can we do
Cali, New York?
Can we do
they could go up and down the East Coast.
Can we do cities that's not, well, I can't say predominantly black, but stereotypically black?
Because Miami's not.
Because Miami's not, but that was on, and I guess I feel like the DMV is like black professional. Yeah. But it's still black though. Yeah. So it's like, but that was good. That was a good. It was just short, and they did both two of them at the same time, which, and then we saw people that I just didn't really want to see from the last season. Yeah. Talking about
Atlanta wasn't bad either, because
we can go back to Atlanta.
Atlanta was good. They gave the most. I enjoyed. And then when they had the resort.
That was good too. Yes, from Texas.
That was so interesting. That's Simone and Rashid.
Yes. Yeah.
Now that was a good season. I have to give them that.
We can go back to Resort. I don't know.
I think Resort was better.
If we could do, we should do an All Stars by now. It's already been so many seasons. If we can take people,
All Stars would be good, Karynton, to just switch it up a little bit, put some spice into it.
Because you brought back, who did he bring back from a previous season?
Who was it, Karynton? I forgot. But
I like that concept of bringing people back. But let's just do a whole All Stars where we do people in a central, generalized area. And then we just put them all together. And then, have them be close, live close, but they don't have to be in the same state. But at least close enough to be able to travel and, see each other. But that would be interesting, too.
It would be interesting. Don't look like they got the budget, Karynton.
Yeah,
look like they're trying to save money. Yeah, it's looking a little low budget. Yeah, is looking a little low budget these days.
Yeah, it's just going down. So I don't know.
So I'm very shocked that they're doing Make the Move, and it's going to be in New Orleans.
Yes, that's great.
Not far from Texas either, is it?
No.
Right.
We could do New Orleans and Ready to Love already.
True.
That would have been interesting too, but I don't know.
Very interesting. Very interesting. That would have been a good one. Because it's right by Texas. It's not like it's that far away.
Yeah.
That would be a good one. So anyway, moving on.
Let's talk about Love is Blind.
Okay, where we at on time?
We are at 32 minutes.
Okay.
So let's talk about Love is Blind.
Do you really want to get into this right now? I think we need to save this for a whole nother...
Do you want to wait until until the reunion or until the finale?
Have you reviewed 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5?
No,
I mean 1, 2, 3, 4 because 5 just came out Friday.
I just do them all together because it's just because
nothing been start from here to where you. Okay,
well, I mean we could start, but I just feel like it wasn't nothing that has been given since the 5th episode.
What we can do is do a short synopsis, and then we do a deep dive into it. So I'm gonna throw out a name and you just tell me what you thought about
the name on the show.
Yeah, just quickly.
Uh-huh.
Just quickly recap on personalities.
Okay.
I'm just gonna throw out. Okay, so JP
is here for the ride.
Okay. That's it? That's all you got.
He's just here like he didn't bring anything. He didn't bring anything to the show.
If JP don't do nothing else, he gonna smile.
He is so happy to be here. Like he's just a kid in the candy store, and he's just so happy to be here. So that's what I get from JP. So
And grinning.
yes, that's it. He just happy to be here. He's just happy to be on national television. He happy just to get his face out there. He bringing publicity to the fire department so they can sell that calendar. So they can sell that calendar every December. So
he ain't gonna sell the calendar.
So they, I said they.
I'm about to say, JP, you better be in the back somewhere.
Him as a collective, sell that calendar every December.
As he want to be.
Every December.
But he is young. How old is he?
He 30.
No, he's not that young.
No, he's not young.
Okay. Well, okay. Moving along. Let's see. Izzy. 5 words to describe Izzy.
Izzy.
5 words.
A player.
Okay. 2.
Cheesy.
3.
Big smile.
Okay. 4.
He dresses well.
Okay. 5.
Scared.
That's good. 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 Okay. All right. Lydia. 5 words.
Loud.
Loud.
Passionate. Obsessive.
Four.
Team too much. I don't know.
Too much. 5. One more.
Sneaky.
Okay. That sounds about right. Yeah. Oh. What about Milton?
Naive. Smart.
Very smart. Tall.
Yeah, he is tall.
Very tall.
Mature.
Yeah, he is mature for 24.
Yeah.
She keep cracking on his age, but I'm like, he is really chill. He got nerd vibes, but it's okay.
You a nerd too, Lydia?
Yeah. She just loud.
Yeah,
She's an outgoing nerd. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But he is, yeah. And he has so much potential, but yeah, he's well traveled too.
He just don't know.
Yeah. Naive is a good one.
He don't know what he getting into with Lydia. He don't know if we...
He was kind of pick me too. He gave me pick me vibes too.
Oh really?
And I don't know why.
I didn't get that from him.
Because you're at the top of the food chain, baby. Him.
Yes,
what he's accomplished at 24.
It's his voice.
What's his voice? It's not manly.
No, it just
nerdy.
sounds like a nerd. Yes, he don't sound like he. I feel like there's different voices of being black, but he just don't sound black. Like I just feel like he just don't sound like how he looks.
Yeah,
so
that's okay. Well, he sounds like he looks to me.
Really? I'm just thinking because he's taller, he would have some more bass in his voice because he's taller. But maybe that's not the case.
No, it depends on how he grew up. What his upbringing was like.
And he probably was in a predominantly white neighborhood as well. So that probably.
Yeah, I don't know, but I think he's a very nice guy. He's nice. He's up there. He's up there. So yeah, well, we're gonna have to do a deep dive into that because that's a lot. That's a lot of layers to pull back on that show. Because that show is just getting as messy as it can be. But if it wasn't for the mess, the show really wouldn't be all that interesting this season. It wouldn't. Because the characteristics of the people that they have doesn't match up to the other seasons. So if it wasn't for this triangulation,
but what happened last season was good too with Marshall and
I didn't watch that one.
You did, but you didn't want the end. But with Marshall and Josh, you saw that episode with Marshall and Jackie went on a date with Josh while she was with Marshall and saying that we should give our relationship another try and kiss them. And then Marshall was trying to call her because they were both supposed to be going to their dress fittings, and he didn't get no call back. And Tiffany told Brent that Jackie didn't show up, and Brent told Marshall that she didn't show up, so he just left. And they not together anymore. They broke up.
The show that had me all frustrated, the season that had me all frustrated was this season with Shane and Deep T and all them other
the
people.
one before last.
Yes, now that's the one that was good.
Number 3.
It was good.
Yes, with Zanab and Cole.
It was good. With the T on the end of good.
SK and Raven.
Yes,
season
it gave,
3. That was
it
season
gave
3.
what needed to be given.
Yeah, that was season 3.
So yeah. So this season, blah blah blah, and I'm like, why are we
with 2 couples?
Yeah, why are we focusing on these 3? It was so many other people there. Why couldn't we get a little bit?
We could talk about Johnny and Chris. They a couple.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. Johnny is a whole nother individual that I don't want to get into, but yeah, we're gonna have to do a deep dive on them. Mm-hmm.
They could show them. And then it's sad that after the season comes, but after the season comes, we find out that I think it was season 1 and 2, that there was 2 other couples, so that makes 4.
Yeah.
From the first, second season that got married, and we didn't see none of that.
None of it.
And I said, don't you want to show all the successful couples? Maybe they're not on TV worthy, but we should say, hey, we got 2 more successful couples that have gotten married from the show. They just quiet.
They can even do a spin from Love is Blind to Love is Blind, how are they now? That we can do a little bit of...
That's what they do for After Dark too.
Okay, well I need some episodes of how... What are they doing now? Where are they now? I want to see some episodes. Like, how many is Love is Blind? 10?
Yes.
Okay. How about do 2 for Cameron and oh girl, what are they?
Oh,
Lauren and Cameron. And then is
Barnett.
Yeah, they're still together. Give me a little bit. Give me a little bit, so we can see what they're up to. I would love that.
Well, they do YouTube. Well, Lauren and Cameron does YouTube, and they do a lot of publicity stuff about Love is Blind as well.
But I really like to see some success stories, like some follow-ups, even if they can do little quick flashbacks of all the couples who are still together and what they're up to or whatever. But yeah. Yeah, this season was a little blah, but it heated up after, the 4th episode.
I have nothing against Nick and Vanessa, but I'm just tired of them being the hosts.
I mean, really.
Like, I just feel like they're just not hosting.
They're just showing up for a check.
They're just not hosting. No. Like, I'd rather have Lauren and Cameron be up there. At least they've already been through the experience.
What? They are just the hosts, because that's all they are. Just like Tommy's just a host, they're just doing hosting.
But at least Tommy gives them advice periodically.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Nick and Vanessa do that too, but it's just not. It's just quick. Like, it's not even like a deep into like why you think you feel like that or
right. Like she done pull the girls together and sit down in the pod living room or whatever and talk to them and see how they're doing or whatever. Yeah, they could do a little bit more of that. They're not. I mean, the show is actually running itself. They're getting paid for the bare minimum because the show is really running itself. They don't need. They're just the face of it, so they're not invested in it, and you can tell that they're not invested. Yeah, it shows.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Well, you want to get into Love and Hip Hop?
No, that's not my era.
That's not my era either. But do you don't want to talk about the drama on Love and Hip Hop about Spice and Erica Miller?
I don't want to talk about
the round table.
That horse has been beaten. Everybody know Erica history, and I'm not interested in keep beating on either one of them, on Erica or Spice. I'm just not. I'm good. I'm good.
Well, I just say something really short.
Yeah, you say something.
I thought they were both wrong. I feel like Spice shouldn't be talking to another woman's husband without that woman present and getting all the dirt and business and then spreading it out on TV. Talk about her son don't like her and that's why he's not on the show.
Yeah,
don't mention nobody kids. I don't think Erica Mena has mentioned Spice kids, but I haven't seen the show, so I don't know. But
that was a low blow.
But I don't think that you just expect something to happen. What you expect her to say?
Right.
Nothing.
It's gonna pop
and
out.
so Erica's like, well, if you're going to talk about my child, then I'm going to talk about you and your hair and how you look and stuff. But
just childish.
The monkey comment was just too far. Right. That was just...
And the noises. It was
too far.
I can't. We always embarrassing ourselves.
And I was just, it's just disappointing because with how Mona Scott has accomplished and how she is recognized in the hip hop community, like a Deb Anthony, like in that likes of, professionalism and stardom, whatever you want to call it. The fact that you making shows like this and you only reprimanded Erica, but you've had men on the show be very aggressive towards women, and you've had a lot of other altercations go down. But of course, because this one got the most backlash.
And this is the thing. This has been recorded and they filmed this long before. So y'all knew what she said. And y'all still chose to air it. Mm-hmm. They knew what she said. If they really cared, they wouldn't have put it out there at all. That would have cut. That scene would have been cut.
Usually they would say, because of how the scene has escalated, we're not going to show the rest of the fight. Right. Please stay tuned for the next episode of Love and Hip Hop.
They don't care. Everybody wants to check that. I wouldn't have shown that. I'm sorry. I wouldn't have. Because y'all knew what that lady said. So, two things could be true at the same time. Erica, you shouldn't have said what you said. You need to be held accountable for what you said and what you have been saying. Terms, same monkey. Mm-hmm. But Mona and the producers, y'all filmed this a long time ago and knew what she said and y'all chose to air it. Mm-hmm. For what? Mm-hmm. You thought it was going to get positive responses? No, you didn't. You knew it. And then you're going to fire her now. Mm-hmm. Nah. Mm-mm. I don't think that's right either. But anyway, that's just me.
Yeah, I just feel like they are pounding on Erica when there's two people in this fight. Like, I know that the severity of what Erica said was very severe.
But you came for a child.
But y'all acting like Spice didn't say anything to warrant that behavior. She did. When you talk about somebody's child and somebody's family, everything is off limits. Mm-hmm. So I'm not defending Erica because I know what she said was wrong. But if you talk about somebody's family and don't think that they're not going to say nothing back, then that's going to be on you.
Say, you go low, I'm going to hell. And Erica went straight to
she did. I was shocked. I was like, oh my gosh, she just
went straight to hell with Vaseline drops.
Yeah, she got so.
She said, "I'm going."
Yeah, she just it was a very triggering moment for her. So.
Oh my god.
So it was just.
Oh my god, she went straight to hell.
Yeah, it's just. I'm just so glad I watched it because that's just not my show. No, I watched growing up hip hop, so I don't watch Love and Hip Hop, so I don't know nothing.
That's never been in.
I haven't even watched a full season of it, but I know because I watched the network that they showcase, the shows coming up and everything. But
no, y'all can have Love It.
It's going down. I feel like it's not going to be on for much
people getting too old for this stuff. You need to just.
They are old.
Yeah, integrate some new people in there. These people getting old. They can't be Love Hip Hop forever. Half of them ain't got no albums out now, coming out,
That's what
out.
I said the premise of the show was great.
I can say she's still relevant, but and Erica, of course, because she does, the movies, the Tubi movies, the Lifetime. She works now. But who else, y'all?
And then Rashida does her clothing, but that's not hip hop.
But and
then
was a rapper,
and then Miami, Trina,
it's like
Trick Daddy in Miami.
Yeah,
that's the least boring one I heard.
Yeah,
but Trina set that all up. She said, "I'm not fighting on this show. I'm just showing my music. I'm showing me on stage. So if you want to put people fighting on the show, I'm not gonna be on the show. So that's why the show's not extra." But yeah, so I just feel like the whole premise of the show was about promoting artists who have already been established. Mm-hmm. Or artists who have, are up and coming artists showcasing their music and their talent and then, trying to find their hip hop way. Mm-hmm. But now it just turned from that into just nothing. Like, what does Love and Hip Hop really mean? Because it's not.
And it's scripted. We found out it's scripted. Mm-hmm. That's what Erica said. That's what she said.
Mm-hmm. It probably is.
And now she on Mad Day. She gonna be telling everything.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, it's scripted. You can tell.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Well, I guess the last topic we talk about is Usher in the Super Bowl.
I'm ready. I'm here for it. That's all I got to say. I'm ready.
I think it's gonna be a good show.
He gonna put on a good show. He got enough hits, way enough hits to rock the crowd. He bring Lil Jon out there. He bring
Ludacris.
Ludacris. Well,
If he bring those two at the end, I think that would be
Karynton.
great.
Come on.
And I mentioned that, and I was like, I hope he does, bring out Lil Jon, Ludacris at the end.
Okay.
Like, that'd be great.
Yeah. What? Okay. Yeah. Bring them out. Yes. It's going to be a good show. All these collabs he got.
Yeah, I don't know how he gonna make it family friendly, so we'll see.
What you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, that's family friendly, but what else is family friendly? Unless everything is without curse words in it.
Right.
That's just family friendly.
Not a cursor.
No, I know that, but I'm just
saying
saying his music is not really family friendly. Unless it's like a dance tune, then it's not really family friendly.
You don't have to call. That's not... Anybody can listen to You Don't Have to Call.
I mean, but not all his music is like family friendly, so I don't know how.
All of it ain't bad either.
They just made it seem like, all
he got to do is do snippets of his songs, just mix them up.
You're right, because he only got like 12 minutes.
You don't have to play the whole song. So when the point where it comes where it's not family friendly, you cut into a whole nother song. That's all you got to do. Chop and screw, and he's good to go.
Mm-hmm.
Don't Waste My Time with LMA?
Yeah, that's
LMI?
the new one, yeah.
Don't Waste My Time. Superstar. That was TikTok.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And what's the song he said? Watch it. What is it when you do like this? Watch it.
That's not a song. That's just something he did on Tiny Desk. That's not a part of the song.
No, it is a song. It's a part of a song. That's where they got that from. It went viral. Watch it. Watch this. Watch it.
Because he did that for Confessions. When he did the Tiny Desk, he did that for the Confessions. So I didn't know that was a song.
It's a part of the actual song.
Oh,
that's where they get that from.
Oh,
but
I didn't know that.
Yeah, the whole Confessions. He could do the whole Confessions. But all you got to do is chop and screw. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think now. Usher's got a long catalog. Why am I sitting here playing with Usher like that? Playing on his top? Like he ain't got hits after hits after hits? Karynton, why are you sitting over here playing on Usher's top? Like
I'm just saying that how the Super Bowl made it seem like, and because I just comparing him and, him and J-Lo talk about, I don't know why they mentioned this for Usher, but they were like, they don't need to be any like stripper pose.
With Alicia Keys can come out and do a little bit.
But that's not like...
It's cute. I said he can cut and screw. He said he can cut and screw.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But he just don't have any like, I don't know. Like the party stuff, like performance stuff. Everything is more like a ballad or more like an R&B type of feel versus like a party. Maybe he could do what Rihanna did with her music selection. So
Caught Up is one. Caught Up.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know what it is, but she's got me twisted. I'm so caught up. That one, of course, yeah. But it's another with him and Ludacris. Oh,
no, because that's slow.
We can't do Lovers and Friends.
No, that's slow.
We can't do that one. I'm trying to think of another one that's really good.
Are you talking about No Limit? Him and Young Thug.
Bad Girl is a good one too. That's got a nice feel to it. But it would have to definitely be. It can't be a lot on Confessions. It'd have to be just a lot of oh my God, that's another one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Yeah, with him and Will.i.am.
That one. Oh, You Got It Bad is a little slow, so you can't do that one. He could do Nice and Slow, chop and screw that. You Remind Me, of course. You Make Me Wanna. He'd have to chop and screw that. The one with him and Summer Walker would be good. Love in His Club. You have to chop and screw that one. Like I said, Superstar, No Limit. Didn't he have one with Chris Brown as well, where they sung it together? Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Can't love in this club. Baby got a new
Usher
thing.
wasn't on Party.
No, Chris Brown and
Yeah,
Usher.
I'm saying
a new flame. New flame. I think it's something like that. That's a good one.
Oh, I don't remember that one.
Let's spark a new flame. You gonna be my baby. Love you like I'm crazy. That one. That's a good one.
I didn't know he was on there.
Yeah, he was. They had a whole video. It's really nice too.
You know, I don't listen to Chris Brown, so I don't know.
Well, he was on that one. But No Limit would be good too. No Limit, baby. Yeah. And then Usher just might bring out Diddy for I Need a Girl. He might take us back. I Need a Girl. I need a girl to ride.
I don't think he's going to do that.
That's a good one.
Because then he's going to need to bring everybody out.
No.
Yeah, because I feel like that song is about collaboration. It's just not about two people. He made two parts of the song for a reason, so I don't know. But yeah, but I'm excited. I think it's going to be good. And I like the fact that with Jay-Z a part of the music picking team with Amazon, he's picking out, Rihanna. He's picking out Usher. So he's picking out more of us performing at the Super Bowl. So,
well, I think he got a lot of collaborations that he could really pull from. And he dances well. And I think it's going to be a good show. We're going to see.
Yeah, we'll see. Because
he's definitely going to have to do that,
Yeah, he's definitely going to do it.
And Ludacris.
And have to bring him out, too.
That would
if
be
you don't bring him out, be
closer.
upset.
That would be a good closer.
Yeah.
That would be close. That's going to close it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And You Remind Me would be a good one. But yeah, I think he'll be all right, Karynton.
Yeah, you're right.
Well,
anything else you would like to discuss and talk about?
I just want to say thank you for having me. Can't wait to come back.
Yes, I think everyone loved you, and my mom is very brutally honest, as we can see. So, but thank you so much for listening and enjoying this episode.
You guys.
Please like, share, and subscribe.
Yes, like, share, and subscribe. Come on, get her up in the algorithm. Okay, and I'll be back. Now, y'all get her up. How many subscribers you got, Karynton?
I have no idea.
Well,
I just be making videos.
Sure.
I think it's 14.
Come on, 25, 30. Let's get to 50. You got to like it and share it and subscribe and get her out there in the algorithm. And she might have some more special guests. It's old school, new school. So
yes,
if we the old school, new school.
And we could,
segments.
yeah, we could do a game as well, the old school, new school game as well. Oh, I'm sorry, Mom. But yeah, so thank you so much, and please check out my other channel, Gervais with Felicity and Karynton, and I hope that you have a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.